I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball lame. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all.
Colts and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Check.
They'll start the drive with Harris, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Dyson going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to right side with Harris. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Let's take a look now at how Green Bay will line up defensively. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
To throw on 2nd down, Dyson. And he will find his man on the outside. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early in that. Touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Vernon. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action. Vernon. That'll be caught. It's Hester. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 40. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Come on, set. 15. Let's go, Pete. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Strong. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them special.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On second down, this is Harris. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Set, 60 or 56. Switch. Get it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd and 4. Forced out to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the bootleg. Vernon. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Off the bootleg. Vernon. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Ready? 56. Check 56. Hey, check.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Looking to throw. Dyson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Break. 52. That's X3. 218, chop.
Throwing on first down. Dyson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dyson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember,
we now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down Packers.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vernon. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Let's go.
3rd inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They run with Harris. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, Dyson. And that is incomplete. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent. And he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well, really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the one interception.
Absolutely. Just that one pick, but the 3 touchdowns so far. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Slam, slam, slam.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Gets it to Strong. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
51. Hey, Zoo. 51, Mike. Mike 51. I got it.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Vernon got his man complete over the middle. That's Tyler. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Vernon. Over the middle, complete. It's Tyler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that is caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, The punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 3. Complete to Newsom. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Dyson. And his throw here is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now this throw caught left side. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dyson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that, but it won't bring up 2nd down.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Looking to throw. Dyson caught by Montgomery. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jonah, stick to your oar.
2nd and 9 now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 22, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Let's go, let's go.
Off the bootleg, Vernon. This one taken in by Hester. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dyson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Protein spill.
From the gun, Dyson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Looking to throw. Dyson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Oh, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Past the 20. That'll be caught by Hester. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point safely through. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for Pride. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 29. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
A throw over the middle taken in. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 2nd and 6. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. From the gun on third down. Dyson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Push him back. Big rip. Big rip.
On first and 10, Dyson. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life.